Hi everyone, we're now in lesson one. So let's start with this course by um, finding out an overview of the entrepreneurial mind course. So let's start. So first, let us define a mindset. So what is a mindset? We all have a mindset class, yet often we're not consciously aware of it or the profound effect it has in our lives. Our mindset is the underlying mechanism that can expose opportunities and ignite our ambition, engaging our faculties in ways that enable us to flourish and thrive whatever plans that we have in our mind. Our mindset, too, also blind us to opportunities and hinder our ability to learn and grow, keeping us tied to familiar yet unproductive patterns of thought and action. A mindset is a cognitive belief system consisting of interrelated beliefs, assumptions, and knowledge that we use to process information, inform our decision, and guide our behavior. So it's a general thought about belief system consisting of interrelated beliefs. So there are a lot. So that is a mindset. Then an entrepreneurial mind is specific set of beliefs, right? Whereas the mindset is a general set of belief. This one is specific knowledge and thought processes that drives us into entrepreneurial behavior. Right? So I hope you're able to get the difference between mindset and entrepreneurial mind. Right? So entrepreneurial mind is specific. Those with entrepreneurial mindset tend to believe in their ability to succeed, influence their own outcomes, empowering them to take ownership of their lives, compelling goals that keep them future focused, intrinsically motivated, driving them to be self directed, action oriented, and highly engaged. Okay, so those are some qualities of the entrepreneurial mindset. Here, there are qualities of an entrepreneur. First, an entrepreneur should have a creative mind in which it conceptualizes and designs a product that consumers find some use for it. It likewise produces a product that is pleasing to see using any of our five senses. Okay, so last time I assigned you to work on something that you wish to venture, like in the future. Okay, there are some of you who think of planning to have a coffee shop, and then they also shared to me their own design, right? Company logo. So it was really good, and it is one way of using our creativity. Then you should also have a technical mind. It is a technology originator. The entrepreneur may not necessarily possess a technical mind, but this is what drives him or her to convert new knowledge into something highly functional and operational, right? So, like that. We need to be experimental as well. Divert our knowledge into something worthwhile. Then, business mind harnesses the potentials of new products by creating market space for them. It also organizes sufficient forces and resources to develop, launch, and commercialize in the new product in order to maximize its market value. Right? So let us be a business-minded one. Then there are terms here and keywords that I would like to share. We have their mind frame, allows the entrepreneur to see things in a very positive and optimistic light in the midst of crisis or difficult situations. So, like that. If there are challenges that comes along the way, then do not feel down, okay, or think it negatively. So let us face it, embrace that one. Let's have the courage to face it, even with we are in a difficult situation, especially nowadays, right? We are in this time of pandemic, so it is actually to test how resilient the businessmen are. Okay, so let us also have a passion. Passion is the great desire to attain a vision or fulfill a mission. It is also about wanting something rather, so much that a person would be willing to totally devote oneself to the quest, right? So let us have that kind of passion that whatever plans you have in the future, strive for that one. Then, heart flame is also about emotional intelligence or EQ, which is often manifested in the entrepreneur's efforts to nurture relationships with customers, employees, and suppliers. How do you deal with customers? And then your employees, do you treat them really as part of your organization or perhaps part of the family? And then how do you deal with the suppliers? Okay, so you should have that part. An entrepreneur also looks after the interests of the others by motivating and encouraging them to be the best that they can. Encourage them, right? So if you are actually aiming to become one, to be on top, then no one should be left behind. They too, right? So bring them into the top. This creates caring culture with the organization that brings about synergy among people working toward a common vision. And that is really important. Then you have here the gut game, refers to the ability of the entrepreneur to sense without using five senses. This is also known as intuition. The gut game also connotes courage or local dialect means lakas ng loob. Do you have that? Strong intestinal fortitude, right? So let us have that kind of quality. Courage, right? Um, to face it. Courage to start something new. Hey, ma'am. Other essential characteristics of the entrepreneurial mind are the following. So, creativity. The seed of entrepreneurship is the ability to see things differently. We want to be unique and then different among others. Whether it's the new products or new processes, entrepreneurs are driven by uncanny knack to see holes in the marketplace and devise innovation to fill them, right? Remember, we have a lot of competitors, so we need to compete them. So we need to be creative. Suspicion of predictors. Entrepreneurs tend to labor under the assumption that data is the sole predictor of the outcome. Then the new markets with the new products where data is largely interpretive or extrapolated. Entrepreneurs are undaunted by the typical predictors that may put off fainter hearts. So it's up to us to take the challenge with that one. Okay. Then comfort with uncertainty. Similarly, a distrust of prediction and analysis creates the atmosphere where uncertainty rules. Indeed, uncertainty is the very essence of entrepreneurship, right? So it's the test how resilient you are or how do you embrace with those challenges that come along the way. Okay? So like that. Then openness to experimentation. At first hand, that is think that that is actually you are making a trial and error, right? So do not think. Of course, we think of to succeed. We think to earn a lot of income. However, we should also kind of what is that? We should not expect too much. Okay, so the ability to experiment with products, processes, and outcomes, no matter where the results may lead, is the key element of this quality. Right. So if you're planning to put up your own business like sari-sari store, so think um, with that trial and error uh, activity. Then functional humility. Let us be humble. Egos can destroy the very best ideas. Entrepreneurs who are committed to solving a business problem by reinventing a product or service display functional humility. So let us be creative and then with humility. Okay. So those young entrepreneurial mindset tend to actually I tackled this one already from the very beginning. And then here, optimistic interpretation, adverse events, see problems as potential opportunities, becoming highly resilient, resourceful, and solution oriented. That is really important, even highly uncertain resource constrained environments. Okay, so it's not that easy, right? But I hope you have that feelings, right, to drive whatever comes or whatever plans you have in the future, or even now, right? Young as you are. Then lifelong knowledge seekers with a focus on micro experiments, micro to macro perhaps, as learning opportunities to test ideas, cultivating curiosity, creativity, and critical thinking. Then display a high level of reliability, understanding that following through on simple solutions can lead to unforeseen opportunity. Then humanistic outlook, being other focused, understanding that one creates value by looking to solve problems for others. And then surround themselves with intentional community of positive influence and critical guidance among experts, open for criticism, open for advice, and other suggestions. Then it is important to note that successful entrepreneurs are often noted as exceptional individuals, rare breed who seem to have been born with unique hereditary traits. We are actually influential, right? So if you become successful in your field with your business, then others would also look into the possibility of knowing your products and then other services you have. And along the way, they would also inspire to create their own business. The entrepreneurial mindset is the most acquired explicitly without consciously effort of awareness, which may explain why it often appears to be dispositional trait, even though it is not. So, entrepreneurial mindset can be developed and enhanced through entrepreneurial experiences. That's why with one of the activities, I let you research a certain company or even interview if you can a certain business, knowing their background, their organization, the technical aspect of that, so that we will be inspired to engage into business in the future. And cultivate the entrepreneurial mindset, we must create entrepreneurial learning experiences. Not only that, but theories and concepts through the discussions between teachers and students or within the classrooms. Organizations like there are other our organization will actually create a seminar and workshop. So try to engage with that. Join that one. It will give you ideas. And of course, the community itself. All right. So let us be observant also what is going on, especially if you are actually dining in a certain restaurant, visiting a coffee shop. So try to figure out their atmosphere, the way their services render to customers. Like, so I hope you will be inspired to do more and then inspired to work on that aspect. Okay, to work on your own, perhaps. So that's all. If you have other questions, then feel free to ask questions. And then I also included here in my slides the links that somehow you would like to read more. I also include this one in our module. So that would be all. And then thank you very much. And I hope you inspired, right, to become an entrepreneur in the future. You will never know, right? So thank you very much and God bless you.